Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So today I'm gonna be reacting on true scary stories. So our first one is gonna be true McDonald's story. It's horror story. Thank you Thriller Teller to make such stories. I like his stories, guys. So let's see. A horror McDonald's story.
McDonald's, one of the world's most famous fast food restaurants. Even though it's not very healthy, it can be very convenient.
Sure, but
Since McDonald's is open 24 hours a day. But even in such a fun and friendly place, strange things can happen.
Yeah.
That even if you tried, you weren't able to forget them.
Bro,
Something
who
like
doesn't
this
like
happened to me.
McDonald's? I
A
love
story
McDonald's,
so unnerving
guys.
and terrifying that I'll never forget.
Why is he so fat?
It happened 3 years ago, when I was 17. I was in desperate need of a job because to complete my education I needed to pay off my college fees. Finally, I got a job in McDonald's. To make my boss happy, I had to work whatever shift he asked me to do, whether it be a night or a day shift, and to work as many hours as he wanted. At this point, I had been working at McDonald's for 3 months, but I had only been working day shifts. One day, my boss called me into his room and told me that because I had been working at McDonald's for months now and gained a lot of experience, I was ready for night shifts.
Oh my god.
My boss also told me that night shifts can be very quiet and asked me if I had a problem with it. I told him that no, it wouldn't bother me. My boss told me that I would start my night shifts from Saturday. That'd be from 12 o'clock till 5 o'clock on Saturday.
She got a Ford Focus. No, Ford Figo. Yeah.
My manager told me that my tasks were to refill the ketchup, mayonnaise, and barbecue sauce bottles, clean the floor, and clean the tables.
Bro,
He
how
gave
did
me
the
a long
boss
list of
change?
things to do. After telling me everything, the manager went home. McDonald's was fairly quiet that night, but I didn't really notice the silence because I was busy in my work. I needed to do a lot. As I was doing my work, I never really noticed the time, and suddenly it was 2 o'clock. It was a little odd. I noticed that no customers arrived in McDonald's until that time.
Guys,
but I was fine with it. I just wanted to finish my work quickly, since tomorrow I had to report it to the manager. I was arranging coffee cups on the table when I suddenly felt like I was being watched.
Oh my
It was a weird feeling, but I took no notice of it. I told myself that since I had no experience of working late, the weird feeling was because of me staying up. Suddenly, my eyes glanced at the window. When I looked out, I saw a strange black shape, like someone was standing right there, staring at me.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
And
Guys, this is getting spooky. So guys, I got a surprise for you in 3, 2, 1.
Hi guys, I'm back.
So guys, Anika's back.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see the other one. This Thriller Teller.
Okay.
See, sleep paralysis happening.
That one. Campfire horror stories.
Where's Thriller Teller? Wait.
I'm just
So guys,
It's
our second
sorry, it's
one
camping horror.
is
Camping. Okay. Kind of scared because it's camping. And I'm just speak like this.
Eva and her two best friends, Max and Simon,
The
were
guy
eagerly waiting for
isn't
the
she the
long
same
weekend
girl?
because they had planned to
Bums.
go for camping
Is
at
that
the
a girl?
Apalachicola
'Cause
National Forest in
not a
Florida.
Yeah, she looks like a girl.
Eva was super excited because this was the first time she was going for camping with the boys.
Boys?
Finally, on Saturday night, they arrived at the camping site.
Bro, that's
They were all having a great time and were enjoying telling each other scary stories by the warm fire. I love barbecue and camping.
Guys, do not
Oh my
forget
god,
to
I had to
subscribe
convince you guys so much to come here. See how
Yeah.
much fun you're having because of me? We thought you'd be scared camping at night. Seriously? I'm braver than both of you. We'll see about that. Spend a night here in the forest without running away, and we'll see who's more brave.
Oh my god, are
Around
you like
midnight,
daring?
Eva started to feel a bit tired, and she went to her tent to sleep. After she left, Max and Simon went to sleep in their tent as well.
But can't you sleep
In the middle of the
together?
night, Eva woke up to some weird growling sound.
Bro,
Oh.
that should be some hyena or lion or jaguar, Anika. Chill,
I don't
dude.
care. I don't care. It's a horror story. That's it. Yeah.
Bro, she's
She
like,
panicked and went to the boys' tent to ask if they heard the strange sound. Max, Simon, wake up. I heard this weird growling sound in the forest. Did you guys hear anything?
No.
Simon told Eva that he didn't hear anything. Did someone not say that they're brave?
oh my god.
Seeing Eva all terrified, Max started teasing her, which made Eva even more upset. To make her feel better, the boys decided to go out and check around the tent if everything was
Oh
alright.
my
They
god.
told Eva not to worry, they'll be back soon. Eva was waiting for the boys in their tent. When even after half an hour, the boys didn't come back, Eva started to panic even more. She tried calling them a few times, but due to weak signals, the call wouldn't go through. Eventually, Eva put herself together and decided to go out in the forest and look for them. The forest was pitch black and cold. Eva was feeling
Okay, it's not scary
extremely
now, Nika,
terrified,
come on.
walking alone in the forest.
She's scared. Bro, see, it's not
Simon?
scary.
Max, where are
Come
you
here,
guys?
come on.
I really hope this isn't one of your cheap tricks. You guys are gonna be in big trouble if you messed up this camping trip for me.
Bro, Anika is
Guys,
so-
come out. Seriously, it's not even funny anymore.
Oh yeah.
Please.
It's not even funny, guys.
Oh my god.
This shit. Ooh. Bro. Oh my god. What? Run away for your life,
Are you serious there?
lady.
Because I can see legit half of their leg. They're like, I
Guys,
feel they're alive.
lady, run for your life. This lady's just gonna take some selfies for Instagram, guys. Oh,
Wait, is that Jason?
Jason.
Hi,
from our
Jason. I hope she'll take a Snapchat and
Jason from our last McDonald's video.
Yep, you here again, Jason.
Oh, okay, let's see. Jason's poking on Eva. He's gonna come run away, Eva. I'm telling you. Run away. Okay, she's running. Good.
Or are you jogging, I think?
She's like, I'm gonna punch your face, bro.
I think she's punching the trees.
Yeah. And now he's gonna pop up. Jason gonna pop up. Oh, she gonna go.
Which car is that?
That looks like a Nissan Petrol Safari.
Run
away! What you doing? Okay, yeah, she's running away. Bro, run.
Eva was driving as fast as she could to get out of there.
And now Jason is gonna pop up from nowhere.
Oh, I wish we never planned this camping trip. I wish I never forced the guys to come here. This is all my fault.
Right. Now get out of there before Jason gets into your car. I know Jason is gonna pop up at any time. Oh my god. My nose. Ouch. Oh my god.
Are you serious? I just got so scared. Okay, let's repeat that part. I'm gonna just... let's repeat that part.
Okay guys, let's repeat that part.
Oh my god. I don't freeze. Right?
No, I know Jason is gonna pop up. Bro, Anika. I don't know who's gonna say Jason. Oh my god. Bro, is it Jason or is it... I see Papa Jason. Boom.
Was it scary? No.
He looks like as Hulk landed.
Yeah.
He got nice keychains now. Human keychains. Bro.
You want the same?
Hi everyone, hope you guys are enjoying my animations. Sometimes it is hard to find someone else to narrate them for me, so I usually narrate them.
Yeah, it was amazing, guys. You guys should subscribe to Thriller Teller. So guys, we're gonna be seeing another story.
Insane neighbor.
Yeah, insane neighbor.
What do you mean by insane?
Crazy neighbor, bro. Oh my god. Why did I do that?
Yeah.
Okay, let's just...
Yeah, that's better.
Insane neighbor.
A few years back, I rented an apartment from a friend of mine. He had recently bought it and had it completely renovated. He put it up for sale but couldn't find a buyer, so I offered to rent it in the meantime.
Oh my god, I got a cold.
After moving in, I realized there was something wrong with the lady next door. She was about 45, but looked much older. She would sit up all night listening to Christian radio shows and talking loudly to someone.
Why does she have an old face?
It got to the point where I couldn't sleep. So I went over to her place and asked her to keep it down. She opened her door and I got a quick peek. Her walks all had crosses painted on them in different colors, and words like Jesus and angels scribbled everywhere. The windows were painted black, letting in no light at all. It was damp, yellow-stained 50-year-old carpets, dog shit and cockroaches everywhere. No dog, though. I asked her to please keep it down.
Oh my.
She just looked at me and shut the door. Then she turned up the radio even louder. The next day, I had my girlfriend staying over. I wake up in the middle of the night and see a shadow of a person next to the bed looking at us sleeping. I think I'm hallucinating, as I usually do in the dark when I'm sleepy. But then the shadow starts talking. It's my neighbor, and she's holding something in her hand.
What's that?
She broke in during the night, and who knows how long she stood there. You should lock your door at night, she says and walks out.
1 minute, guys.
So then we're back.
Yeah, let's begin. This lady is creepy.
The next morning, I hear someone making strange noises below my bedroom window. It's my neighbor, talking to herself in tongue. She has a plastic bag in her hand, with her rotting, dead dog inside.
Bro.
It's hot as hell outside, and I can smell death from the bag.
What's death?
At this point, I'm scared shitless. She's obviously very insane. I go upstairs and knock on another person's door and ask what the hell is going on. The guy is as scared as me. Apparently she broke into his apartment one evening as well while he was watching TV with his kids. He got up from the couch to get a snack, only to find her behind the couch staring at him, holding a power drill. At this stage, I'm basically shitting myself. I call the cops and they know all about her. Apparently she's a violent schizophrenic and she hasn't taken her meds, but they can't force her or enter her apartment without permission because she owns it. The only thing they can do is get her when she goes outside. I sit up for the next 2 days, waiting for her to run out of cigarettes. When I hear her leave at 2 a.m. to go across the road to the 7-Eleven, I call the cops. They have 3 cars and a special van over in less than 2 minutes.
Oh my god.
They restrain her and throw her in the van and drive off to some institution. And in less than a minute, it's like she was never there. I never see her again, but I still have nightmares about her looking at me in my sleep.
Bro, she's psycho.
Guys.
So guys, that was amazing.
And this.
So guys,
you
now
want
we have...
Another one.
So here we go.
When I was 8 years old, I used to live in my grandma's house in Ecuador.
Babe.
Many of the neighbors would talk to my parents
Wait a
about seeing
minute.
weird stuff in the house, like shadows moving around the windows
What about
when we weren't
these?
home. The first
Oh,
thing that
yeah.
would come to
Oh,
our
yeah.
heads was that someone must have broken into the house. But nothing would ever be missing. Of course, they didn't think that there was someone breaking in.
Wait, can we just
They
start
were sure
from
that
starting? Yeah.
when I was 8 years old, I used to live in my grandma's house in
That's
Ecuador.
my age.
Many of the neighbors would talk to my parents about seeing weird stuff in the house, like shadows moving around the windows when we weren't home. The first thing that would come to our heads was that someone must have broken into the house. But nothing would ever be missing. Of course, they didn't think that there was someone breaking in. They were sure that our house was haunted. Everyone even refused to come inside for parties or any other special occasion. They told us to get a priest and to get rid of any bad spirits. We didn't take their warnings as something important because
What
my
about the
parents don't
grandma?
believe in those kinds of things. Although I would hear someone going up the stairs at night, our stairs were really old, so they would make a loud sound when someone would step on them. However, when I checked, there was nothing. I would just run to my bed and cover my head with the sheets until I fell asleep. One night, someone started knocking on the door really hard and screaming. We got really scared as it was 12:30 a.m. and everyone was asleep by then in our neighborhood. It was extremely rare that someone would be up at that time. My dad took his shotgun and told my mom and me to stay in my room and not move. I was scared for my dad's safety, but I felt relieved when my dad said my neighbor's name. He informed us that a water pipe had broke in our backyard and the water was spraying his house and broke one of his windows. He was nice about the situation and even said he'd help us fix the pipe. My dad got the shovels, as the pipes were underground, and we had to dig to see what was wrong and how we could fix it. As we started digging, they realized that they needed other materials, and they went to get it, leaving me alone in the backyard. There was barely any light back there. The only source of light we had was the moon, and one light post a block away from my house. I was pissed off. I mean, how could they leave an 8-year-old boy there by himself in the dark? But I didn't say anything about it. About 10 minutes had gone by since they left, and I was wondering what was taking them so long. They were only getting some materials after all. But as I was going to go back inside, I saw something moving really fast at the corner of my eye.
Bro, why did you...
Was that Flash?
Why wouldn't you take a shotgun? You should take some holy water, bro. Take some holy water.
And put it all over your face.
No, put it on the demon, guys. Put it on the demon.
Yes, guys.
I wanted to run, but I couldn't. I wanted to scream, but I couldn't.
That stuff is a monkey.
All I could do was move my eyes. I started to freak out, looking around to see what the hell was running around me. I didn't see anything. It was as if there was nothing there at all. But then I looked to my right, and I saw something that haunts me to this very day. It was a demon, in my opinion.
That stuff is
It
a
was
goat?
so tall, around 7 or 8 feet tall.
Look at the horns.
It had long, skinny legs
Horns.
with a really buff body. It also had very
See, look at the horn.
Or
He
is
brushes
it a
his
bird?
teeth. That's good.
Really good, like Venom.
Yeah, Venom, bro.
long spiral horns, and his eyes shined in the dark. I still couldn't move. The thing ran by me, looked at me, but it didn't do anything to me. It just looked at me.
Why you breathing on,
It
bro?
could have been a goat or a sheep. I've
Yeah,
never seen
goat.
one so big or one that walks on 2 legs like a human. It ran, and I hid behind a big tree by my neighbor's house.
Oh my god.
Finally, I could move. I yelled at the top of my lungs while crying hysterically. My dad came running with his shotgun in hand and asked me what was wrong. I explained what I saw to him, but he didn't believe me, nor did my mom. But someone did. My neighbor told me that he thought nothing happened to me because I'm a kid. As time passed, I slowly got over it. I moved from that house and moved to New York. My grandparents sold the house, and I left that experience in the past. However, that's not where this story ends. In my sophomore year in high school, I had a nightmare. The thing that I saw that night was in it this time. I could only see its head as it was hiding behind the big tree. He said 3 words that'll haunt me until my time comes. It said, "You can't hide." I woke up from my nightmare and headed to school.
What was that? Guys, that was it. That was funny.
While in school, at around 12:30 p.m., there was an announcement. A classmate of mine had been killed in front of my school by a car without brakes.
He's in
I
the
turned
mummy
pale as I thought my
position.
Wait. A car should have a brake. You know?
Bro,
nightmare
wait
may
a
have
minute.
something to do with
Wait a
12:30
minute.
p.m. there was an announcement. A classmate of mine
How is the car so spoiled? Is this guy middleman or something?
Yeah.
had been killed in front of my school by a car without brakes. I turned pale as I thought my nightmare may have something to do with the incident. I was scared and even went home early. I told my parents about it, but this time they took me to a priest and he said he'd give me something in 3 days.
3 days,
Every
3
single day I had the
words.
same nightmare until my priest gave me a blessed cross, and I haven't had any nightmares about the thing anymore. However, every night I sleep with the covers over my head. Call me a coward or anything you want, but the thing still hasn't left my mind. Those 3 words haunt me till this day, making me wonder when I will forget or move on from the thing.
Bruh.
That was really
So
funny.
guys, that was the end of the video. I hope
Bye,
you
guys.
liked it. So we'll be making other parts too.
Yep. Yeah, sure. Bye.